And welcome to the tag. And so now runs out left. Looks like it'll be that'll be second down. Bradwell. Yep. Bradwell. Back. Good cut. Third and short. Here. Two receivers on both. Right. The outside. Oh. So that'll be fourth down. Bradwell. So Bradwell comes up for 15. Block hard. Back out the only one here to punt. Punter accepts.
Here we go. Little motion. Takes a snap.
Number 4, Jalen Roos.
Second and
For the Wildcats.
second and short here.
Tackled by number 12, Jakai Newton.
Second down now.
Brings up second down and 2.
Jalen Rouse still at running back.
For the Wildcats.
Coleman takes a snap. Hands off to Jalen Rouse. There's a hole inside.
Number 4, Jalen Roos on the carry for the Wildcats.
Jalen Rouse subs out. In comes Ashad Robertson. Looks like we'll have 3 receivers out on the right.
Aaron Brooks of the Tigers brings up a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
So Tyler Coleman, snap, hand off to Ashad Robertson. Number 4. Here we go. Good field position here for the Wildcats. That's number 10 for the Wildcats. Tyler Coleman, snap. So it'll be second down. Maybe. Inside the 20-yard line, actually. Looks like we're in the red zone now. We've got 3 receivers on the left. Coleman takes a snap. Hands off. Three receivers now out to the right. Very similar play style here. And Jalen Rouse is behind Tyler Coleman right now. Snap. Handoff. Jalen Rouse. And we're going to bring out the big guy. Looks like we're at the 3. And we're looking at... Shaw Robertson sets out. Max protection on the inside line. Snap. Runs inside. There's blocking. So the set to yeah. Here's the kick. It's up. No good. So instead of time now Williams is set to take the set to kick off the ball here. We're going to see Bradwell return.
Yeah.
Or hopefully Britton will make a touchback here. He's been very good at putting these in the end zone. Now he's getting set. Here we go. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the first quarter. And already coming out. Darius Cooper at quarterback just had no one rushing him, and he just ran straight forward, and there was nothing but green grass ahead of him. So here we go.
First and 10 Tigers from the 20-yard line.
Motion on the inside, back out, low snap, quarterback. Lucky for Darius Cooper not to take the sack there. Very risky to throw when you're being pressured, but nothing bad happened from it. More motion on the inside. Number 11 out there. Darius Cooper is being rushed immediately, and number 5 is brought down hard. What a play there. That's Timmy Fortin. Taking down Michael Prince, the running back, on that little halfback screen. Timmy Fortin with a big hit there. And it'll be 3rd and 11 here for the Tigers. About the 19-yard line. Not much going here for Bradwell. Looks like this defense has warmed up now. They get set for another play here. Looking like the same formation here with the receiver in the backfield. Motions out right. Another throw to number 5, who's hit hard again. That'll be 4th down as this quarter comes to a close. Big hit there. Number 37. That was John Donovan right there. Big tackle, and that'll be 4th down. They'll have to punt to us now. And this quarter has come to an end here. So the first quarter starting off fast with Bradwell. Big score at the beginning on maybe the 3rd play from scrimmage. And the Wildcats tried to answer, couldn't put that extra point through, but it'll be 7-6 here as we switch sides of the field. And second quarter we'll be looking at a punt here, and Wildcats will be looking to take the ball. All right. Looks like there'll be a little bit of stoppage here. Looks like a senior they missed on senior night. Very interesting here. So, great start for the defense. A bad first drive for the defense, but they came back now, and a 3-and-out for the Bradwell Tigers. And here we go. They're going to punt. Kenyon Hunter is looking to return this. And there it is. Kenneth Lockhart punting from about the 2-yard line, it looks like. Gonna have to wait here for this moment right here at the 50-yard line. We'll wait for the referees to blow the whistle and let this play get going here. Here we go. Kenneth Lockhart. Oh, low snap. And that's blocked! And that'll be a flag. Kicking it out of bounds. You can't do that. That'll be a great starting field position for the Wildcats. I think that was blocked by Nathan Vickers, it looks like. So he's been all over the place today. And then poor decision by Bradwell to, I'm not sure who was in there, but they it looks like they kicked the ball out of bounds.
There is a flag in the field.
Looks like there's a little bit of discussion here. I don't think there needs to be, though. Unless they're calling a foul on the Wildcats. I'm not sure what you would call there. Well, it looks like our offense is coming out, so.
Illegal kick assessed against the Tigers.
Yep, it'll be an illegal kick on the Tigers.
It'll be 1st and 10.
So we'll decline it because we got the block, and our offense will take the field here. Here we go. Play clock is running as the Wildcats are running out on the field here. Got to be pretty fast here. You got Tavion Cheney and Isaiah Allen out on the right. Snap, handoff. And he's brought down deep inside. That was Jalen Rouse. Tried to get something there, couldn't get it going. It'll be 2nd and down and long here. Looks like he'll lose a yard. And we'll start again here. Tyler Coleman. There's motion inside. Takes a snap. Another handoff. Jalen Rouse. He's got a little more room there. Fights forward. So, should be 3rd down here. All right, here. 3rd down and 4. Ball is at the 14-yard line here. Wildcats are already, starting out from great field position off of that blocked punt. Looks like there'll be pressure on the right side there. As another run for Jalen Rouse. Stiff arm, and he's brought down inside the 10. That'll be a 1st down there for the Wildcats. And it'll be 1st and goal here. Looks like 3 receivers out on the left side here. Tyler Coleman. Snap. Throws. And there's some room on the outside, but can't find it. That was a throw to Christian Boggs there. Tried to get something going. So now it'll be 2nd and goal here for the Wildcats. And now the receiver set out on the right side. Tyler Coleman. Snap. Handoff to Jalen Rouse. Through the inside. That'll be close. They'll have him down at about the 1. So now 3rd and goal. Very close. And now the big guys come out. And we've seen this before already on the first touchdown. Looks like Jalen Rouse will be taking a direct snap here. This play's been unstoppable this year. Jalen Rouse runs left, inside, touchdown! Wildcats take the first lead of the game here. Take their first lead of the game here. And Britton Williams is going to come out to hopefully put this one through. Did miss earlier. We're looking to make it 13-7 here. And man, our special teams has been something this year. Really picked it up here.
And welcome to the second half of Richmond Hill against Bradwell Institutes. We apologize for all the technical difficulties that we have been having all tonight. But we are back with this second half. Wyatt, let's hear a little bit about last halves and how we came out of the quarter with a 6-point lead.
Well, it started out rough early on. Bradwell had the ball first, and Darius Cooper there, quarterback, took one of the house to start the game. As you see, Tyler Coleman throws to Tavion Cheney. Still up, and he'll get a first down there. Forward progress there should push him forward. But anyways, Darius Cooper took the first one to the house. Then we answered our, with a long drive downfield. Couldn't get the extra point. And then the Tigers got the ball back, I believe. And then we forced them to punt, blocked the punt actually, and then scored again. So we had a 13-7 point lead. As you see there, a run inside by Ashad Robertson, doesn't get much, maybe about a yard. But anyways, Bradwell got the ball back, down 7-13. A big throw to number 83. That was Quintarius Chapman. He took one to the house. They took the lead back, 14-13. And then, taking the lead back on our own, it's been a very back-and-forth game so far. And, coming out of the half with the lead, we've got the ball back. Tyler Coleman throws to Tavion Cheney again. That'll be third down and about 5.
And Wyatt, well, everything I just said, tonight has been just such a great turnout, especially as the Wildcats are coming out of a 3-win streak. Something that was talked about in team meal was don't let your guard down. Don't think that you're too good. No matter what point of the game we are in, like right now we're in the third quarter, don't ever stop tonight. Because just when you have it is when you might lose it, and Richmond Hill is playing like they know that.
And there you go, forcing an offsides penalty there. Good job by the offense. They'll move forward about 5 yards, and it'll be third and short instead now.
That brings us to the 34-yard line.
But anyways, as you were saying?
One
actually,
second, Wyatt. Yes,
that'll move the chains.
Oh. So it was 33-yard line. Now it's going to be first and 10. That's what we want to see. Just like we're saying, Richmond Hill is stopping at nothing tonight to make everyone known that they're not going to give up.
Ashad Robertson cuts outside. He's got running room, and he's got blockers as he cuts.
Be leading 12 points.
And that's how you start the half right there. Getting the ball, and you just push the lead up. Potentially 13 points here, as Britton Williams is going to kick the extra point.
Man, that was a long run, Wyatt. So that's similar to if you've been watching the live stream all night. I know that we were talking about audio issues, but we didn't really experience a lot of video issues. And if you watched a lot of the plays, this has been what Richmond Hill has been playing tonight.
Britton Williams there puts it through. So 27-14 now, with 8 minutes 40 seconds. And I want to talk about that run there by Ashad Robertson. It was an inside run. That defender was coming at him, and he just juked him out to the right side. Defender couldn't keep track of him, and then just followed the blockers there. Those receivers were leaving great blocks, and he just had perfect room there to score that touchdown to put us up 13 points now.
Yeah, I mean, tonight coming out, we do have expectations for the Wildcats. Like, we're getting high in the region right now, Wyatt. And as we're talking about that right now, tell us a little bit about what it's going to mean if we win this game tonight.
Well, if we win this game, right now we're first in the region. Winning this game, we'll still be undefeated when it comes to the region. And our last region game, of course, we have next week Wayne County, not a region game, but then Effingham County, who struggled a lot in their season. We'll see the game in 2 weeks there as Britton Williams puts that one way back in the end zone. And Bradwell will come out at the 20-yard line here. But anyways, we've got 2 more games in the regular season here. Of course, next week, Wayne County, that's senior night. And then the week after that is against Effingham County. We're going to travel to Effingham County. They've had some struggles here in this season. I believe they lost to Glen Academy most recently, and it was a bad loss. And if you remember, Glen Academy was blown out by the Wildcats. It wasn't a very good game for the Wildcats. Not great for Glen Academy, but Effingham County has not been doing too great.
But all going to say Richmond Hill with this game is looking for some really high hopes. The ball's dropped on that one.
There you go. Darius Cooper tries to throw to the running back, Michael Prince, threw his hands on the ground.
And that's bringing up second down on 10 right now. The ball's being placed about, I want to say, the 20-yard line.
And Bradwell Institute, probably the toughest matchup, in this region. They come into this game 3-3. They've also had some struggles of their own, but oh my goodness.
Oh, he
A
runs
huge
straight
run.
through.
Still going. Jordan Clark trying to chase him down as he takes him out of bounds there.
That was a
Helps him
long
up.
run. Man, you know what I see every week with Jordan is a lot of the time you can't outrun him.
A lot of hustle.
Yeah.
Kamani Gordon, huge rush there. Brought them all the way into the red zone, and now they're set up at 1st and goal here. Very big run there. And they're looking to answer here and make this a 1-score game again.
Wow. That field running was similar to what Richmond Hill's been playing like tonight. We haven't really seen a lot of that out of the Bradwell Institute.
Another run there. Straight inside. And he'll be stopped at about the 1-yard line.
Really close. The Tigers are getting close.
Well, I was talking about Effingham County. They just recently lost to Brunswick in a big blowout. And they also lost to Bradwell Institute. They've been having some struggles when it comes to the region,
Touchdown
but that doesn't mean you can
Tigers.
count them out. As the Tigers scored, you're right. So Bradwell answers.
Bradwell's fighting back. They're showing some resistance right now. We're still a whole touchdown ahead, though.
Darius Cooper got the touchdown there. And Kenneth Lockhart is looking to make it a 6-point game here.
Man, you know something that Wyatt and I were talking about is as we're at the Tigers Stadium right now, it is crazy how the difference still in Richmond Hill's crowd and theirs. Like, you hear Richmond Hill's crowd more than you hear Glen Academy.
As Kenneth Lockhart puts that one through, so it'll be 21-27 here. Bradwell is making it a close game right now. The Wildcats will get the ball back as there's only 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Not much time has passed yet, and we've already seen 2 scores to start this half. It's been a very explosive game. A lot of great scores. The issue is, these Wildcats, they've been letting a lot of big plays. The 2 touchdowns they had in the first half were by both of them were about 40 yards or more. And then that big run there by Kamani Gordon almost took it to the house there. It's been a struggle here when Bradwell or when any team we face gets a break, they get a big break. Kenneth Lockhart here is going to kick it off now.
And he kicks off.
And that'll go in the back of the end zone. So Wildcats
20-yard line.
set up at the 20-yard line.
Wyatt, the first quarter, tell us about, some of the plays that we saw that were kind of breathtaking. Whether it was the 2 calls on Bradwell Institute's on
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
unsportsmanlike conduct.
They had 2 in a row and moved them back a fair amount. I don't think it was exactly 30 yards that they moved back. It was more like 20 yards. But regardless, it pushed them out of field goal range. They still tried to kick the field goal, but didn't happen there. They attempted a 58-yarder, I believe, and it was very short there. But now Tyler Coleman is going to take the snap, hands off Jalen Rouse, and finds nothing there. He'll lose about a yard. And we'll try again, second down. They'll say 65 on the tackle.
Brings it right now. We're sitting at the 16-yard line. 16, about 17.
Tyler Coleman,
Pitch.
snap, handoff, Jalen Rouse. That'll be a short gain. Jalen Rouse has been the workhorse for this offense. When you need something, when you need a few yards, or when you need a lot of yards, you hand it off to Jalen Rouse. Very reliable there. Jalen Rouse, he's been having a great year. A lot of touchdowns, a lot of yards.
You hear his name more than almost anyone throughout the game.
3 receivers on the right, no one on the left. Looks like it might be a screen pass to Jalen Rouse. No, they go out deep. Isaiah Allen. Oh!
Almost goes for the one hand.
Very close there. So it'll be 4th down, and we're going to punt it now. Not great for the Wildcats, wanting to push the lead further. And now Bradwell Institute, if they get a touchdown here, they have a chance to take the lead, which is not exactly what you want. But, I think we're comfortable having a lead right now as we started off behind.
Hopefully that comfort's not something that we'll sit in too much, but
Tyler Coleman.
kicks off.
Oh, short punt.
Real short.
Bounces forward just a little bit, and it'll be at about the 43-yard line. So Bradwell's got some good field position here. Wildcat defense is looking for a stop now. So far, it's been a lot of rushing defense. They've been trying to run the ball a lot, but Wildcats have not let it happen too much until that big run there by number 25, Kamani Gordon on Bradwell. Brought them to the goal line. But anyways, they'll start again here. Darius Cooper tries to force offsides, doesn't get it. Takes a snap, hands off to Kamani Gordon. Fights for it. He'll get about 5 or 6 yards there as this clock is running down here in the 3rd quarter.
Clock's now on 6:15, but this brings us to the 47-yard line.
Wildcats are looking for a stop here. Tries to force the offsides again. And now Bradwell will actually run a play here. Cooper, another handoff to Gordon, and he's stopped. Wildcats aren't going to fall for that again. So 3rd and about 4. They'll say 3rd and 5 here. Bradwell looking to convert. Big down here for the Wildcats. They need to stop here.
48-yard line.
Again, they try to force offsides. Doesn't work. Too disciplined on the defense. Throws it out to the wide receiver.
And he's
and that'll be 4th down.
All right.
Well,
they could go for it, but most likely here comes Richard Hill again.
Well, it'll be 4th and 3, so we'll see if they try to go for it. It is manageable. Looks like they'll punt it, actually. So Kenneth Lockhart comes out. And now, of course, Kenyon Hunter, who has, taken on the role as punt returner now, is out to return. Here we go.
48-yard line again. And they punt.
That's blocked again. So it struggles on the special teams. Avion Smith blocks a punt. Nathan Vickers blocked one in the first half. And, you know, Bradwell, I don't know what's been happening with their special teams, but it's been a struggle lately. And so much better field position now for the Wildcats. That was a great block by Avion Smith there.
Avion hit it. Man, that's got to hurt.
And, you know, watching that snap go back, it was very wobbly, and it looked like it was a little slow. Might be having issues with the long snapper as the Wildcats take the offense on Bradwell's side of the field here. Tyler Coleman, there's some motion inside. Gives it to Cassidy. He fumbles. And he recovers.
That was a close one. Wildcats cannot. All right, Wyatt, catch us up with what just happened before we ran into our technical difficulty again.
Well, as you see there, Darius Cooper's running for it. He'll be stopped. You know, we had some issues on the offense. Drop pass. Luckily, it was called a pass to Ty Cassidy as he tried to get the jet sweep going. And then a handoff to Kenyon Hunter. Fumbled. And now Bradwell recovered, and they've got the ball. They've moved it all the way up to our 27-yard line here. Now 2nd and 9 here. Darius Cooper's been almost unstoppable here as he quarterback keeper, and he'll be pushed out of bounds there. So it'll be 3rd and about 5, it looks like. So another big stop here the Wildcats are looking for. You know, don't want to give up a score here. Don't want to give up the lead.
With 27-21, how do you think the Wildcats need to play to keep their lead the way it is?
Well, they need to force a stop here. As Darius Cooper looks to throw it. Covered. And the flag thrown. That was perfect coverage there. I'm not sure how you throw that flag. Kenyon Hunter.
Let's see what they've got to say.
Well, there is a flag on the field.
Not sure how you call that there. So they'll move forward. 15 yards should be. So pass interference there. Yeah, it looked like great coverage from here. And the refs call it pass interference. So now a new set of downs for Bradwell. Not great for the Wildcats. They get set here with 2 backs on both sides of Darius Cooper. 3 out wide. He fumbles the snap. And it's recovered. You know, both sides of the field, they've been having these troubles with these fumbles. You know, it's been raining earlier. Not sure if that's playing a part. But neither team's been able to hold on to the ball lately.
That's a good point, Wyatt.
So now
40, just about 40 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and it'll be 2nd and a little longer now that they fumbled that snap. And, you know, earlier in the drive, they also fumbled one just to start it after they got the ball. That'll be a timeout here, Bradwell. That's their first of the second half. But anyways, after Bradwell recovered the ball from our fumbled snap, they fumbled one of their own that they were able to recover. And then they fumble again here, luckily able to recover. So a little bit of unluckiness for the Wildcats. But it'll be 2nd and 13 here once we get back on the field. It's been a rough game, you know, very close. We've managed to be on top, but it's not too easy. You know, Bradwell's been giving it a fight, and they're trying to take the lead here late in the game. Wildcats, you know, in the games they've lost, they've had struggles finishing a game. Every single loss the Wildcats have had has been within 1 score. So it's been a real issue for them. And hopefully they don't want to get themselves in that situation once more. As Darius Cooper is going to take the snap here.
Ball's on the 15-yard line.
Looks out left. Throws inside. That's over him. No catch there. It'll be 3rd and long here. And the Wildcats are looking for another big stop. Hoping to force the field goal here. Or even better, a turnover. But right now we're looking for this stop to just force a field goal and keep the lead right now. As there's 19 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. As Bradwell is in the same play formation as before. They hand off to number 2. Hands off back outside. He is brought down.
Brought all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Caleb Jackson wasn't fooled there. It was a handoff to Dante Jones. And then he flipped it to Quintarius Chapman. Caleb Jackson gets the tackle. 4th down.
Man, Caleb with that push,
yeah,
man.
4th and 24, too. As this 3rd quarter is coming to a close, Wildcats lead 27-21.
Man, what a great way to end the 3rd quarter.
And we'll switch sides of the field here. And, Bradwell's going to come into this fourth quarter with a 4th down. And, we're looking at, I would assume they're going to, kick a field goal here. It is 24 yards to convert. I don't think they'll go for it. That would make it a 36-yard field goal for them. Great defensive play so far in this game. Great special teams play. We've blocked 2 punts. And now a tackle for loss there by Caleb Jackson. Tried to get a little trickery on us. Doesn't work. So a big stop now for the Wildcats. And we'll be looking at a field goal here. Kenneth Lockhart looks to put it away. It won't be a 36-yarder. That's where the ball is at. They'll be kicking from further. We're looking in the range of 40 to 45 here. See where they set up. Just waiting for them to get set here as this fourth quarter is about to start. Still not sure.
The past 3 quarters, Wyatt, it's had us on our toes the entire time.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of stoppage here. We're still waiting for the fourth quarter to start. Richmond Hill's going to come into it with 3 timeouts. Bradwell used 1 already. They'll have 2 left. Might be a mistake for them, if they, maybe if they miss this kick and we score again, that'll put the lead 2 scores ahead. Or if they make the kick and we score again, that'll put us 2 scores ahead. And it'll be rough for them to come back. It's looking like a 43-yarder here for Kenneth Lockhart. Snap, kick, and that is good. So now a 3-point game here. Bradwell is making it really close. Wildcats lead 27-24.
Man, Wyatt, what we really need right now is a touchdown. Let's see what our Wildcat offense can bring right now to the table as they walk out on the field. I'm excited to see this little last quarter. This could be a really long quarter.
The Wildcats, they need to finish this game strong. They've had some struggles in the past when it comes to finishing games, but this is a big test for them. Of course, you got Jalen Rouse and Jordan Clark in the backfield to recover this ball, to return, as Kenneth Lockhart comes out to kick it off. Also, the special teams for Bradwell has been having some issues, some false starts on kickoffs, and then those 2 blocked punts. It's not been easy for them on special teams, but they've made do here, making this a close game here. 3 points to be exact, as Kenneth Lockhart puts it away. That'll go out of the back of the end zone. Touchback.
Brings the 20-yard line. And they're learning with those touchbacks that you don't mess with us with no short plays because you just run them.
Well, we need to, we're coming off a fumble here on the last drive. Need to be a little more disciplined here. We had two big scares there. Now we're going to take the ball here at the 20-yard line. Jalen Rouse in the backfield. Got Isaiah Allen and Tavion Cheney out on the right. Looks like we're running with 6 linemen here. Jalen Rouse runs inside. He's got some room. Cuts out. He's got room. Huge run for Jalen Rouse. That's how you answer.
Man.
We'll be down at about, looks like inside the 10. That was a huge way to start off our drive, start off the fourth quarter. Jalen Rouse will sub out, and Kenyon Hunter will sub in. Haven't seen him at running back today yet. Or actually, we did. That fumbled handoff there. So Hopefully, we're looking at no struggles here. Looks like it's going to be a direct snap to Kenyon Hunter. Looks for some room there. He'll be brought down at about the 2 or 3 yard line. He is very close now.
Real close. It's a second down, so it's all good.
And Jalen Rouse subs back in. Kenyon Hunter subs out. We're looking at another direct snap here. Jalen Rouse looking to get another touchdown. I believe he's already got 2 on the game, if I remember correctly. He took 1 direct snap in for the touchdown in the second half, and I believe he took the first touchdown in. I could be wrong about that, but he takes a direct snap. And he won't make it there. That'll be 3rd down.
It would be no surprise, though, Wyatt, if he did end up with 3 touchdowns to this game.
You're right. A big game, I believe it was against Bluffton, where he had 4 rushing touchdowns. And now he'll sub out. Kenyon Hunter will sub back in. Same play call looking like here. It'll be direct snap, Kenyon Hunter. Inside the 5 yard line. Pushes forward. Looks for the room. Extends. Touchdown. Kenyon Hunter.
And there's our lead that we needed. All right. We got 9 up right now. Let's see if we can get this extra point.
That's right. We're looking to make this a 10-point game. And Bradwell will have 10.5 minutes to come back from 2 scores with only 2 timeouts. You know, if it starts to get into crunch time later on, it'll be bad for them. I mean, this touchdown already put it at a 2-score game because it's a 9-point lead. And Britton Williams here looking to make it a 10-point lead. Puts it through. That's good.
Good. There we go.
So 34-24 now, late in the fourth quarter. Well, early in the fourth quarter, I mean. Wildcats immediately answer. Big play by Jalen Rouse to set them up in perfect position here to get the touchdown. Kenyon Hunter put that one in. And now we'll kick off. Big turn of events, big change of momentum there. And Britton Williams, who has been on fire late in this season, will try to put this one in the back of the end zone again. He's got a boot. Quite a leg on this man.
See how far he can go.
Well, I'm expecting end zone. We haven't seen many kick returns here because we haven't let any happen. Here we go. Here's the kick. That's a good one. And again, touchback. So the Wildcats, a huge run for Jalen Rouse. He must have 100 yards at this point, maybe more. And, man, he was so close to the touchdown there, brought down in at the 6 yard line. But, you know, a few direct snaps between Kenyon Hunter, Jalen Rouse, and then Kenyon Hunter once more, and we found the end zone. Kenyon Hunter, good run there on the inside, and the extension to get that ball over the goal line. Gave us the touchdown. Now Bradwell will try to answer here at the 20-yard line as Darius Cooper takes a snap. There's some motion outside. Hands off to Kamani Gordon. Stopped immediately.
Nothing but
Timmy Fortson,
push, man.
Timmy Fortson and Shaquan Brooks both took him down there. Good tackle. I believe that was for loss. They'll go back about a yard. As 10 minutes now in at the end of this game here, you know, clock is running. If Bradwell wants to get something going here, they're going to have to score. As they call another timeout, could be a big mistake now. They're coming into the rest of this game with 1 timeout. If they're in a situation where they need to score immediately, 1 timeout might not be enough for them.
Like to see what that's going to end up looking like, though.
Here we go. As Wildcats will talk this over. Tigers will talk this over.
I'm loving the spirit that Richmond Hill's bringing to tonight's game. Like, we can feel it up in this press box.
You're right.
On how hard they're pushing. This Bradwell Institute, like, we talked about how they might not be the best in the region right now, but they're not a bad team.
Well, I believe we talked about Bradwell Institute as being maybe the only other good team in the region. We were talking about, you mean Effingham County. They were maybe not the best in the region, but we still can't count them out when we play them in 2 weeks. As Darius Cooper throws over his hands. Michael Prince doesn't catch it there. Tries to pull it in with one hand. Drops it. So 3rd and 11 here now. And if Bradwell gets stopped here, Wildcats will have an opportunity to make it a 3-score game, which is not something that Bradwell wants to happen.
But that is something that Richmond Hill would love to see.
Yeah, you're right.
Coming to the end of a lot of our games that we've been having recently, that's what it's been looking like, is 3-up touchdowns.
You're right. We've had a lot of blowout wins, but, you know, coming off that Glen Academy win, only by 9 points. Darius Cooper runs outside. He's got some room.
But he's
and
out.
That'll be 4th down. Good chase down there. I believe that's Timmy Fortson on the tackle. Quarterback keeper doesn't work. It'll be 4th down. We'll see if they go for it here. I assume they will, you know, down by 2 scores. Don't see the punter coming out on the field, so 4th and short here. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Kenneth Lockhart. Kenneth Lockhart, he's been having some struggles in this game. 2 blocked punts, one by Nathan Vickers, one by Avion Smith. It's not been good for them. Another low snap by the long snapper. Gets this one off. Kenyon Hunter pulls it in. Returnable. Got some room. And he'll be taken down at about 42 yard line, it looks like. And we'll get the ball here. We've got a 10-point lead. A touchdown would almost make this game unreachable. Looking, you know, that'd be a 17-point lead.
I'd like to see a lock put on this game.
So, big drive here for the Wildcats, looking to put this game out of reach.
You're right, Wyatt. So that ball was placed out about the 42-yard line. Move the chains to 1st and 10.
Tyler Coleman. Snap. Handoff. Jalen Rouse. Outside. Cuts in. And he'll get a few yards there. Good rush. Clock will keep running. 2nd, and it looks like 7 there.
Knowing the Wildcats, we're probably going to let the clock run for a few little...
Well, you know, in a situation like this, you want to run the clock out as much as you can. Try to put this game on ice.
Here we go. We've got 15 seconds left on the play clock.
Wildcats ideally wait till that play clock is in about 5 and then snap it. Tyler Coleman again. Snap. Handoff again. Jalen Rouse tries to cut outside, but he's stopped short.
Once more. 3rd down.
So 3rd down here. Jalen Rouse will sub out.
It is still the 45-yard line. Clock's still counting down.
Ashad Robertson is now in it running back here. And 2 outright. That's Ty Cassidy, Tavion Cheney, and then Isaiah Allen out left. Ty Cassidy motions out left. Of course, Buck Bain's in there to block. Ashad Robertson right next to Tyler Coleman. Snap. He's looking to throw. Tavion Cheney. Oh!
Too high.
Just out of his reach there. That would have been a 1st down there, but now it'll be 4th and 7. And we're going to punt it back. Not much time passed there. But, you know, when we got the ball, it was about 10 minutes. So take about 2.5 minutes off the clock. Give them back the ball. And they've got 1 timeout here, again, still, to come back from a 2-score lead. Coleman.
And punt.
Oh, no.
No.
Short punt. Wow. So, bit of luck here for Bradwell. They'll get the ball at 47-yard line, it looks like. Not a good punt there.
Why? Who punted that ball?
And that was Tyler Coleman.
Tell us a little bit about Tyler Coleman's punts throughout tonight that we've been seeing.
It's been a little rough lately. You know, obviously we haven't been having the struggles that Bradwell's been having when it comes to punting the ball. But not punting it far enough lately. You know, maybe a little bit of reason is that the weather lately, you know, traveling over here, raining hard.
You're
maybe
right.
it affects the gameplay.
Got to keep everything in mind on that one.
Darius Cooper in at quarterback. They try to get the offsides. Doesn't work. Crowd's getting loud here. Fakes the handoff. He's keeping it. And
He's brought
Nathan
down.
Vickers. Nathan Vickers on the tackle for loss there. Great job there. Won't be a sack because the quarterback ran, but that'll be a big loss there. We're looking at 2nd and 16 or 17. 2nd and 17 here. Not what you want to see if you're Bradwell, but great spot here for the Wildcats. They've got about 2 plays to convert this. Darius Jackson looking to throw.
That's so high.
And it's dropped.
Went straight through his arms on that one.
Great coverage there by Kenyon Hunter. All over him. So, Quintarius Chapman tried to pull that one in. Went through his arms, drops it. It'll be 3rd and 17 here. A stop here could pretty much put this game away if you're the Wildcats. So, important here for Bradwell to convert. If they don't make it here, I assume they might even go for it on 4th down. High snap there. Darius Cooper, he's being pressured.
And brought
Timmy
out.
Fortson pushes him out of bounds. That'll be 4th and long here. Looking like 4th and 12. So Bradwell's in a tough spot here. And it looks like they're going to punt again as Kenneth Lockhart comes back out on the field. They've been having some issues when it comes to special teams. And Kenyon Hunter's going to go back out there to receive.
Ball's on the 41-yard line.
You're right, and it looks like Kenneth Lockhart will be punting this one from about the 30.
10 points up right now. Looking good.
Almost blocked again. Kenyon Hunter will return. Oh, wow. He was pulled down by, well, it looked like from here it was a face mask, but
Guess it wasn't.
they'll say it's clean. Wildcats will take the ball at the 15-yard line about. They'll say the 16. So, more time for us to run out the clock even more as Jalen Rouse is the running back now. Big 1-2-3 punch almost with our running backs. You got Kenyon Hunter, Jalen Rouse, and Ashad Robertson. And don't forget Christian Boggs. As Isaiah Allen set inside, Tavion Cheney out wide. Jalen Rouse motion inside, Buck Baines to the right. Snap, handoff. Jalen Rouse
Tries to push through, doesn't.
still got room. And he'll fight forward for a good gain there. About 7 yards, 6 yards there on the gain. And Ashad Robertson will sub in. First downs here. What's going to put this game away for the Wildcats? And
Clock run down right now.
yep, 2nd and 4 here. Wildcats are in a great position here. Finishing this game has been important here. It's been a struggle in the past few games, but now hoping to put this one away cleanly. Coleman, snap, handoff Ashad Robertson. Tries to fight for it. He'll get a few yards there, but it'll be short. Third down now. And we're bringing out the big guys.
All right. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left on the play clock.
Looking for a power run inside. I think we're going to see a direct snap to Jalen Rouse again. Yep. So it's 3rd and 2. Jalen Rouse looking for 2 yards here. Takes a snap, goes in, fights for it. That's a first down. That'll move the chains there. Wildcats will start new downs here. 1st and 10 now. And this clock is going to run. Bradwell Institute's in a bad position here with 1 timeout left in this game. So looks like we will leave all the personnel out on the field here. We'll stick with the same play call if it works. You know, Jalen Rouse looking to take the direct snap again. And runs forward. Gets a few. Short of the first down again, but the clock will run even more. And we're looking to go under 3 minutes here. Under 4 minutes, I mean.
Wildcats have just pushed them all the way to pretty much their limits right now.
As Tyler Coleman comes back out here now. Christian Boggs, Isaiah Allen, Tavion Cheney, the wide receivers, Jalen Rouse in a running back. And a very popular move for the Wildcats has been 6 linemen. More blocking. Oh. There'll be a foul here. False start offense. We're going to go back 5 yards. So it should be 2nd and 10 here.
Man, player number 23 right there.
Wildcats wanted it to be an offsides there. It looked like, you're right, number 23 tried to jump inside. I guess he didn't. I guess he barely didn't cross the neutral zone there.
You can hear the fans booing right now. That was
You're
a dirty
right.
play.
Not an excitable crowd here right now. So 2nd and 10 now. Throw. Oh, just out of Tavion Cheney's hands. So 3rd and long now.
Wildcats got this. You've seen the runs that we do.
3 minutes, 18 seconds left in this game. And a first down would be great. But, I think you want to play it safe right now. We'll see Christian Boggs, Isaiah Allen on the left, and Tavion Cheney out right. And you got a Shad Robertson at running back. 6 blockers again.
All right, here we go.
Tyler Coleman throws to Tavion Cheney, and he drops it. He's been having some struggles this game. And it'll be 4th and 10 now. 3 minutes left in this game. Wildcats will be punting to Bradwell. Not great for the Wildcats, but Bradwell is in a very tough situation here. There are 3 minutes left in this game, 1 timeout, and they got to make up 2 scores.
Let's see what they're going to do.
So
Our defense is going to come out and just push, man.
Looks like we'll call a bit of an audible, try to block a little heavier. They'll let it bounce here. Rolls forward. Great bounce. That'll be inside the 30, about the 29. Bradwell takes the field here. Of course, Darius Cooper, their quarterback, he's been just all over the place on this offense. He's their leading rusher and passer so far this year. Darius Cooper runs out right. He's got some pressure. He's taken down. Number 26 there on the tackle. That's Caleb Jackson. Caleb Jackson, great game so far for him. That'll be Not sure if it's a sack or not. I believe the quarterback was looking to throw there, so very interesting.
Second down and 14 from the 25-yard line.
Darius Cooper, there's some motion inside, fakes the handoff, looks to throw. He's got room on the outside, but Timmy Fortson is chasing him down, overthrows the receiver.
Pass incomplete.
Pass
Third and long.
incomplete.
Yep, third and long here for the Wildcats. Probably the biggest play of the game here, looking for a stop. But of course, I mean, we've got to assume that, you know, even if we get the stop here, Bradwell's going to go for it on fourth down. They need this. So we're looking at 2 more stops here.
Here's
And
Richmond Hill defense.
Looks like we got looks like cover 1 here for the Wildcats. And there you go. Dump off pass. He stopped short. So they try to go for a little. They try to go for a little screen pass. Wildcats play zone coverage there, and left a little open, but they chased him down. And you know, Bradwell, I've got a feeling they've got to go for it on fourth down. That's right. They'll call a timeout now.
Last timeout.
Yeah, that's their last. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Last timeout of the game for Bradwell. It's looking pretty good here for the Wildcats. Not over yet. Although a stop here should put this one away. As Bradwell will talk this over. The most important play for Bradwell tonight. If they don't make this, you can call that one game. So 4th and 8 here.
Here we go.
You know, in a situation like this, I feel like, you know, the Wildcats, they want to play deep zone coverage, but you also don't want to let a first down. So, and their crowd's getting loud here tonight.
Can't hear anything out of their crowd, though.
Yep, you've got one receiver on the right. Motion. Darius Cooper.
He goes for
He's going to run with it. Chase down. That'll be game. Wildcat offense will come out with 1:49 left. And, you know, think about it. 3 kneel downs. That should pretty much put this game away. So, huge tackle. Timmy Fortson comes in there, tackle for loss. He's been all over the field getting tackles. Caleb Jackson's been getting tackles. Nathan Vickers. It's been all over the place here. So, Wildcat offense takes the field. I don't think we're going to kneel just yet. I think we're going to try to run this ball. Nope. Wildcats are in victory formation here. Snap, kneel. So the clock will run. And try to take out as much time as we can here. There's not much to talk about here. It's been a great, solid game for the Wildcats. And coming out on top here against Bradwell, they'll stay first in the region, and they've got one more region game after this. You know, next week we've got Wayne County, and then the week after that we've got our region game where we travel to Effingham County to, you know, if we take a win out of that, guaranteed playoffs for us. You know, that'll win us the region. We'll go undefeated in the region, which is a big thing for us. You know,
really looking forward to it.
Of course, you know, the past few weeks, I was told, you know, this is the first time in a very long time that we've ever beat Brunswick and Glen Academy in the same season.
Yeah, if not the very first.
And how many times can we say that we've, you know, potentially at this point gone undefeated in the region? So, running all the clock out here. This will be the last one here, and that'll put this game on ice. Wildcats are going to move up to 5-3. Bradwell will fall to, I believe, 3-4. That's the game right there.
All right, man, what a game. Coming up, winning with 34-24, 10 points on Bradwell Institute's. All right, guys, that was such a good game. We apologize for the technical difficulties, like we were saying, but please tune in next week as we are home for our senior night. I'm Chandler Espino.
And I'm Wyatt Miracle.
Catch you on the flip.